on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Velus Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll go again with Hubbard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
From the gun, it's Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Off he goes, and he will score. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. They motion the slot man left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up 4th down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and They were able to make the completion.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. It's the Texans who have the early lead. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down for Houston.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's into the end zone. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Ja'Tavion Sanders. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game, that's been full of them.
On 2nd down, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
On 3rd down, here's Hubbard. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he is on to punt for Carolina. The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Kindly Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Back deep, it's Raheem Blackshear. The Panthers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop. Second and 7. Another run here with Hubbard. Room to run at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
The motion man is Sanders. They'll go play action with Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
First and 10. To throw is Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Receiver in motion, headed left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
They'll run with Hubbard. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these 2 teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Young. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Panthers! He's got it. Panthers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. from the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texans first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. To throw, it's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Third and long. They'll go right back to Mixon. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down for Houston.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.